Hi everyone, welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today we are making these delicious fall donuts. They are apple pie spice baked donuts. They are wonderful, delicious, easy to make. Let me show you how to make them. So to start, we are going to need 1 box of golden cake mix. Add your cake mix into the bowl. Now we add in some pumpkin pie spice, some cinnamon, and some applesauce. I'm using unsweetened. Another one. Oh, my eyeball. Only half of this one. All the measurements are in the description box. Now we whisk. Now we add in our apple. Make sure it's very finely diced. As you can see, it's in very small pieces because these are going to be donuts after all, so you don't want big chunks. And that's pretty much it. Add it in there. Now just fold the apple pieces in with a spatula. Now we will bring in our donut pans. I'm going to make some small donuts and some large donuts, but first I'm going to spray my pans with some nonstick spray. At this time, you also want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Much easier to place my dough into a piping bag and pipe it onto the pan, but if you want to use 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons and you find it's easier for you, you can go right ahead and do whatever you find easier. So now I'm going to place a good amount into my piping bag. This batter smells like fall. You need to give these a try. Now keep in mind you need a big enough cut on the bottom of your piping bag because we are going to be making the large donuts first, and then I have another piping bag that I am going to be using for the mini donuts. So let me show you how I do these. Now I have my piping bag ready for my mini donuts. Keep in mind you need a smaller cut on the tip here, and you just want to make sure that it is big enough for the apple pieces to come out, but not too big where it's going to be difficult to place in your mini donut pan. Our donuts will bake at different temperatures because we have the large ones and the mini donuts. So first I'm going to put these in the oven and we're going to bake them probably for around 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. And then I will place the mini donuts in as well once these are baked, and I will let you know how long they were in the oven for. Let's get to baking. My large cake donuts baked for 15 minutes. My small ones are still in the oven. My mini donuts here baked for 12 minutes, and now you don't want to allow them to sit in the pan for too long because the base will become soggy. So very important to remove them after about 2 minutes. They will be loose from the pan, as you can see. How adorable is this? Looks like mini bundt cakes. And now just remove them and place them on a cooling rack to cool completely. You want to do the same thing with the large donuts as well. Don't leave them in for too long. Also, another tip is when making your actual donuts and placing the dough in the pan, you can take the back of a teaspoon and just make sure you spread the dough evenly so that your donuts are nice and flat and perfect, like this one here. As you can see, the other ones have a little bit of a dome and imperfection, but they're gonna be delicious. Doesn't matter what they look like, but if you want them to look a little nicer and a little prettier, which is very important, presentation is everything, you want to do that with the back of a spoon. So now we're going to let these cool completely And then we'll be ready to frost them. Now for our donut topping, so kind of like a frosting I guess we're going to be using. We are using a store-bought whipped buttercream. You can use cream cheese, you can use non-whipped, it's completely up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, remove the foil, make sure all of the foil is removed. Okay, it's nice and clean. And now I'm going to place this in the microwave as it is. And I can't stress this enough, but make sure there's no foil. Everything is nice and clean on the top. Place it in the microwave for 30 seconds. It'll be smooth and more of a runny consistency. And then I'll show you what to do next. Now you want to take a butter knife or a large spoon and you want to just give it a stir. If you can see, the consistency is really smooth and kind of runny, but not too runny. So this was 30 seconds. Now into my buttercream here, I am going to add in some apple pie spice and some cinnamon. And stir. Now I'm going to pour my buttercream into a bowl that is wide enough to dunk your donuts in. Now we take our donuts, which are completely cooled, and we dunk them. Just hold the donut and swirl it around. And just drip off the excess. Okay, and there you have it. Place them on your cooling rack and allow them to set. Now I just placed some parchment paper under my cooling rack so any drippings can just go through and not dirty my counter or my tea towels. So that's definitely important. We are ready to try our donuts. These are divine. You need to make these. The inside of the donut has the little pieces of apple coming through. You can taste them in every bite. They're supreme. Make these, you're gonna love them. Bye everyone.